There are some early game bosses, like the soldiers in Kaipo that we've killed. A couple of others that basically don't do anything but attack you. The Antlion is a good example. That if they roll in a very late game position with a monster that has incredibly high attack power and speed, it can get real trolly real quick. It's actually pretty funny how difficult some of those early game bosses can be. As easy as Odin was as an end game boss in that early game position, just flip that around and you have, like, oh, the soldiers on the moon. The moon soldiers! Alright, let's see who our boss is up and around here. We have Cagnazzo. And he's in the Octomammoth spot, so this should actually go pretty quick. We'll just blast him with a lit spell. Very good. Lit is super scary. Now we'll hit him with Stardust, and that might finish him off. I do apologize because I'm using the pronunciations from like the modern versions of the game that I'm more used to now, the GBA version or the DS version or whatever. Whereas this still has all of the original SNES translations to them. So even though it says Cagnazzo, I know this boss as Cagnazzo, personally. We're going to have to hit an inn pretty soon, too, because Rose is going to be close to out of MP. And once we hit an inn, we can start using Titan if we need to. The problem right now is that Titan has a long casting time, and our issue isn't dealing damage to bosses, our issue is staying alive long enough for the damage to matter. Well, that was a weak wave. Wave isn't fractional damage, is it? I don't think it is. Maybe it is. Because, yeah, I feel like the wave did a lot more damage earlier in the fight when he had higher hit points. And when I had higher hit points, I was already partially damaged. He threw that wave at me. And there goes Cagnazzo. That was good for one level, and there are some treasures on this floor that we can just grab real quick. Okay, so now I've got to start throwing stuff away. We're not going to use a cap. We should hit a store and sell a whole bunch of stuff that we're not going to need. That cursed ring I think will sell for money. Yeah, we'll finish looting this place and then go hits. Is there treasure on this floor? Yeah, there is. 7 more Lilith rods. And that's it, I think. Okay, yeah, because we come down from the top after the waterfall, and that's a one-way trip that they just don't let you make. And this is actually the exit of the dungeon. Let's fly to Mist real quick. Sell off a whole bunch of gear that we don't need. Hit the inn. Terrific. 2 Rydias I think I could do. 2 Roses I don't think would be as useful. Actually, 2 Rydias would be very difficult because they have such low hit points. Yeah, I think duplicate characters are interesting, but I don't think I have a character yet that I'd want to duplicate, unfortunately. Alright, we need to sell... that white spear is the best spear we can get, actually. We'll sell We're not going to need this because we have spellcasters. Let's get rid of these claws. We'll keep those. We'll sell one of these crystal swords just in case we find Cecil. We're not going to need a slumber sword. We're not going to need this or this. We're not going to need this because everybody who can wear that can wear the samurai armor. We're not going to need defense because we got Excalibur. We're not going to need wrenches because we'll get, if we get Sid, axes will be better. We don't need ninja because I know we've got a boomerang. This is pointless. This is, ooh, actually, I think, is that better than the white spear? No, it's the dragon spear. There's a dragon spear and a dragoon spear. Be careful. We don't need this. We don't need, I'll keep that in case we get a powerful character. That's for Sid if we get him. We'll sell this and this and this and this. Okay. Doing alright. I think next we're going to have to go to the magnetic cave. Our other key items are kind of locked up in weird places, but we do get a key item from the magnetic cave. There's a boss fight there that should just go pretty quickly. Depending on who rolls into the spot. We'll see. And it's kind of a long journey, too, so if this ends up not being someone we can fight, then it's a long way back. But there's a lot of treasure on the way, too. We'll just save right here, and if we get killed, we'll just do it later. Let's make sure at least one person can stand. You can stand, okay. The Ashura spell, I don't think I'll use that. I mean, we might as well just give it to her. We might as well. I'm just not really cognizant of any situations where that spell is really useful. There's a free Stardust Rod. So we just wasted a whole bunch of money earlier. I guess not wasted. We did put it to use, and it's not like I knew that one was there. I guess if you want to play really, really conservatively, the way to do it would be to open every free treasure box you can reach first before you even start fighting bosses. But that's just a save point, which we're not going to use. But if this boss is something terrible, we will end up coming back here and clearing this dungeon out a second time. Yang is definitely a good get if we find Yang somewhere. It's just all of the places where characters can join the party are locked up. There's some samurai arrows. I'm going to save those for the end game. Those are the best arrows you can get outside of the Artemis arrows. So we'll hold on to those for now. That's a save point room. I just recently learned you can walk across this little gap. My goodness. Alright, who's the man? I guess I shouldn't waste the arrows here. You can't win this first phase of the fight anyway. So that should wipe us. And indeed it does. And one other thing that Free Enterprise randomizes. Because in this scene, Edward is supposed to be back in Troya, sick with his heart, as he is. He's also in our party, but there's more than one Edward. Don't worry about it. There's lots of Edwards. And he picks up his heart, and he plays magical music that hurts the Dark Elf so you can damage it. That's how the story goes. So in Free Enterprise, they randomize the music that Edward plays. So a moment of silence, and let's identify the track. That is the town music from Chrono Trigger. A nice, happy, calm theme with which to fight whoever this boss turns out to be. And it's going to be Milon? Milon and Ghasts. This should not be any problem. We think we can hold... Oh, I can't. I can't multi-target hold. I can do this, though, and slow them all. And then Stardust. I think Stardust comes out quicker than Titan. Nice calm music by which to fight an army of the undead. So there's two Milon boss fights. There's this one, and then there's Milon Z, who is the big boss that you fight. You fight these bosses on Mount Ordeals just before Cecil becomes a paladin. And we didn't kill all the Ghasts, which is bizarre. How much damage did we even do? 1. This isn't good. Here, let's firebomb them. I bet that does more damage. They must just be strong against whatever element fire... or... Yeah, there we go. That's better. Yeah, they're just strong against whatever element that is, I suppose. And then Titan will finish off Milon for us. Can't do anything with his Lit 1. I guess the Dark Dragon, who's the boss that you fight here in the vanilla version, must just have very low magic attack power. And even on top of that, Lit 1 just isn't much of a spell. And on top of that, Rose has got good equipment, so... There you go. You go, girl. 1 damage. Oh, you know what? No, that makes sense, because he is the Earth element, and I'm using an Earth elemental attack against him. No, that wasn't going to work. We might have to pop out some samurai arrows here. Because she doesn't have fire. Will ice do anything? You take these iron arrows. You take the samurai arrows. Rose is going to be our damage dealer here. That's how this is going to go. And it's ridiculous, but it's what we have to do. I kind of don't want to waste Rose's turn healing, but I also kind of... You know, I can make him hide. We can just do this. Because I don't want him to die. You know what I mean? And the girls can't take any damage from this fight. I think we're safe now. Rydia will be able to cast a little bit of white magic. Pretty much just Cure 1. Until we clear whatever boss is in the Dwarf Castle underground. And then she grows up, and then she loses her access to white magic. And I think that's literally the only change. This is silly! This is not what I was expecting to have to worry about this early in Free Enterprise. I guess it happens, though. This is what happens when you randomize absolutely every aspect of the game. With any luck, our key item here will open up more character slots for us. I don't have many samurai arrows left. He does have hit points equivalent to the Dark Dragon, which is way more hit points than he typically would. I don't have anything I could use against him. Oh, he's dead. Maybe the Chocobo spell would have done more than 1 damage. And so, Milon is behind us. Excellent. Gained a whole bunch of levels. And what's my key item? We get the Light Sword, which we will just sell. Then I think we can just trigger the Guardia Town music anytime we want. But hey, we gained a bunch of levels. Our hit points are still really low because these characters are all really weak. And we still can't cast Exit, and I think Riddy is out of magic points. So we're not going to be able to warp out. So what's next, then? That's the wrong way. Do I want to take another crack at Baron? Dark Knight Cecil was doing about 80 damage to us with each attack. Rose is healing full time, and we throw Titans at him. We might be able to get somewhere. We might be able to burn him down real quick. It does turn into a key item for us, if we can make it work. There's a boss in the Tower of Zot and a couple of monster chests. No, one monster chest, actually. But we can't get anything else out of the Tower of Zot without the Earth Crystal. And then we've got the Antlion to worry about. So, I think Fabul is our best option for right now. Depending on how fast Rosa can get her Cure 2s out, we might be able to essentially stall the fight until Rydia gets enough Titans out to kill this boss. That is the master plan for the time being. Here's hoping. And then there's one more treasure box we can grab back here once these bosses are taken care of. Everybody, clench your buttholes, because here we go. Looks like we might be okay. It looks like that Cure 2 might come out quickly enough. And we can eat 2 of them before somebody dies. And then Cure 2 is effectively a full heal, more or less, it looks like. Beautiful, got him. Had to burn him down. And our key item is... the hook. Okay, so I guess we're going to the underworld. There is one more box we can get back here now. With the hook, we can also get into the Eblan cave. Maybe we should go there first. Hey, there's Leviathan. That's a great get. Hilarious! So we do get a character in the Eblan cave. We'll see who that is. With any luck, it's not another Rydia. Would be too bad. Oh no, I don't want to go this way. We will be back here later. There are key items we have to play around with Yang's wife up in there. But for now... we need to go get our hovercraft, which is over here somewhere. There it is. Oh, it gave us a full heal. That's nice. And then there's a monster box somewhere in the Eblan cave that might have something for us. And this will also give us access to the underworld eventually, but you've got to fight through some really tricky boss fights to get that far. Crystal armor, a little bit of gold. More crystal armor, my goodness. Is there a box up this way? No, there's not. There are more shops here, but I don't know what else I could want out of shops, honestly. I think we're kind of shopped out. There's my Bahamut spell. Can I just buy that right now? Let's just pop that. Why not? And let's sell off some of this stuff just to... we don't need... Oops. We don't need 2 of these. Okay. Sell 10. We're not going to do that because we have the Zeus Gauntlet. We're not going to use an Hourglass. Hermes we might end up using. This we're not going to use. This we're not going to use. We're not going to equip those. Just in case we need to take a second Rydia, we'll keep that on hand. We're not going to use this or this. Okay. We do have a pretty obscene amount of money right now. I think we've got enough to buy an adamant armor if we come across one. What are we actually wearing right now? Black and Wizard. I think Sorcerer would be better. But I don't want to spend money on armor considering we have so many chests to open up still. Like, we're going to find something... Like, the Stardust Rod is really the only high-end thing I'm really interested in purchasing early on, just because you kind of do need it. If you want to make Rydia viable early on. There's a cabin. One of the hitters. We want Cecil or Kane. Edge would be good. Yang. Sid is not ideal, but could even be Sid, I guess. Hey, here's another samurai bow. Beautiful.
Shoutouts to Torgo for sponsoring this video, and to everybody who helped make my channel possible by supporting me on Patreon.